What actually works for me to make money on Facebook? This video answers that question. I'm going to show you exactly what works for me to make the big money for free on Facebook. Now, it's not what I've ever seen anyone talk about before directly in the specifics, but I'm going to show you the specifics. The messaging tab, that's what works for me to make money. Now the question is, who or how do you find people to message? Here's how you do it. First, you need to search for the right search topic. That's step one. And ideally, there's some things you should have done before this, like have skills that you know people need help with, create things, and then connect with them. So there's skills you should have before this, a complete Facebook profile especially. But assuming you've already looked at and you've already done what you need to be in a position to help people and make money on Facebook, this is how you do it. You look for the right person to message. And you can see it's very important exactly how you search. I just typed online store. What you need to do is go down and hit see more results, then go to pages. Now I have pages right here that are related to an online store. Now I'm just showing you a very basic thing. There's a lot deeper you can go. You can go into groups. There's a lot deeper you can go, but I'm just showing you the basics. Here's an online store. An online video game store. They have a website linked right here. Maybe they do. And I'm just searching off of something new. This is how I do it. You can see they've got a big online store here. Here's what's cool. See this message tab? You can send the page a message right there. And this often bypasses the gatekeeper. Very often the gatekeeper will be answering the phones or answering emails, but you, especially with attorneys' offices and bigger company CEOs, you can reach the decision maker straight through a Facebook message. When people create Facebook pages, they often are the admin on them. And even if they add the gatekeeper as an admin, you often can still get them directly on a Facebook message. But I'm going to show you an even cooler way that's new. When I started doing this, this is what I did that's made me the majority of the money I've made online. I messaged a lot of pages. I mean, thousands of pages, but I did it a little bit at a time. You need to figure out an exact message to write too that's compelling, and that takes effort. But once you know how to do this, now you can tweak all the parts of it. What I like even better than the message option, check this out. Go to the About. Some people will feature themselves on their page. I know because I feature myself on my page. So you can see I do that too. You can intentionally feature yourself as a page admin. So I go to this page admin. I'm not his friend. Now I have two options. And this is probably the guy that created the page. I have a direct person I can get a hold of that runs this online store. And why would I want to do that? I want to make a relationship. I want to build something where I can give him value and he can give me money. Or the other way around. He can give me value and I can give him money. But that's the idea. Now I could add him as a friend. But what I think is really cool, for $1.06, I can send him a message straight to his inbox without adding him as a friend. This is good because if you friend random people, you can get spam blocked pretty easy that way. If I send him a message straight to his inbox, this will pop up on his phone if he doesn't use the iPhone Messenger app, or on his desktop. It will pop up in his Facebook messages. This is hundreds of times better than using a cold email. This, for many people, gets their attention, especially if they're doing business on Facebook like me. I always check my Facebook messages. I get messages all the time from people. That's why this is awesome, is people pay attention to it. And if you know there's someone you want to reach, it's worth $1 to send them a message. But if you don't want to pay $1, that's no problem. Just message the page totally for free. Page messages are not something that everyone pays attention to, but you can see a lot of people have messaged my page already, and I don't necessarily read them all in a timely manner. Like this one is 6 days old now and I still haven't read it. You can see my personal messages are a lot more up to date. Those are only a few hours old that I've missed. But you can use the personal message totally for free. And that's the start of what I do that makes the most money on Facebook. The power is, though, if you don't know how to get started like this, you have a hard time digging deeper into the relationship building. The power of this approach is making new relationships. It's often very hard to get a hold of people that you know you want to get a hold of. For example, if you know an exact type of online page or store or person is likely to be your customer, it is ideal if you can just approach them directly. I've tried damn near every other way of approaching, and this works the best. This works the best because the people I want to get a hold of are paying attention to Facebook. Why would I want to spend money on an ad when I could just get a hold of them directly in a way that they actually notice? So this is what's worked for me, and I've beat it to death. It does not scale well. In terms of, I hired a lot of people on Odesk. It does not scale well because it's a personal approach. But the thing is, if you can make hundreds of thousands working with one person, you don't need to scale into making hundreds of dollars with individual people. You need to start often making a little bit of money. But once you get this to work, it's just exceptional with the ability to build new relationships. So thank you for enjoying and learning about what I do that is most profitable for making money on Facebook, for seeing what I did to get started on Facebook. And I really hope this works as good for you as it has worked for me to make money on Facebook.